Today is April 26, 2013. This is Corrupt CT doing an interview with Jamaal from Torrington, Connecticut.
How you doing? Once again, I'm Jamaal from Torrington, Connecticut. I just want to start this out by saying my family are victims to DCF. To be flat out, my daughter was kidnapped from the home. She was taken in November due to child's play with a sister. I had two 6-year-olds. At the time, they were both 6. They had a little child play where her forehead got a little bruised. And of course, that night they told me about it. We treated it, took good care of it. It wasn't serious. It wasn't severe. But we did get advice from a nurse, a family nurse, my wife's mother. And so there was a lot of confusion because she had gone to school all week. It happened on Monday night, returned Tuesday. Wednesday, she was sick, and then that Thursday, they took her and they kidnapped her. When they came to my house that night, they came with not one but 2 DCF workers, Julie Smith and Michelle. I'm not too sure about her last name. It starts with a C. I know that much. They came here with 2 police officers, and they led us to believe that my daughter must be placed that night. So they had to sign a paper that we thought was some type of agreement about discipline, which was still very confusing. It was just it was one big blur. We didn't know what was going on. We saw police there, and we just thought it was real. And that night, she had to be placed in out-of-home placement, and she's been there since November. So of course, as time went on, December the next month, we continued to question, we were puzzled, we were shattered. The family, prior to this, first of all, we are a good family. My daughter had everything that she needed here, okay? She did far better in school. Emotionally, she was well taken care of. And even on the night of it, when it happened, even the paper said it. Even the hospital agreed that she was well nourished and that the injury did match up with the story. However, DCF decided to dig deeper because they believe that it was some type of false story. They just, regardless of everything that was reality that was brought forward to them. So,
Jamaal, was there, so on the hospital, the doctor that examined your daughter, was there anything posed as risk? Did he say there was risk, or was there danger?
The paper literally said at that time she was not in danger. They said she was well nourished. Actually, February, this is going from November down to February. My wife. So
from November 2012?
Yeah, of last year.
To February 2013.
2013, okay. Right.
Okay.
We were then substantiated from DCF, and it did say that we do not, because we have 2 boys and 2 girls. So only one child's been removed, and on that paper it literally says that we do not pose a risk to the child that's been removed or to the rest of the children. It was just strange how in February we were substantiated. I want to say the 21st to be exact. We were substantiated, but yet in March, my wife and I were arrested.
Now, what happened in February?
In February, well, like I said, we had been substantiated. At that time, I found an attorney to figure out what was going on. We really did need that help. We needed that help because
our rights, no clarification.
There was no clarification. We just knew that our rights had been trampled all over. Constitutional rights every day are going out the window, and this is all the more reason why I'm doing this video and why everybody else needs to jump on board. Because you're thinking, well, I understand, I hear you, but my children are fine. No, they are not. And do not believe that. Because there are plenty of bills and acts that are passed. And I'm very thankful for Corrupt CT to have reached out to us to be a good help. Because what I'm doing is I'm hoping to start this activism right here, right now. This needs to end. My daughter has been out of the home. She is confused. We're all confused. We're all torn. Now, this is what happened in February. This is going on to today. She's still out of the home. Now, we understand the time limits that they have the 90, was it 95, 96 hour hold?
96-hour hold.
96-hour hold. And more importantly, not only did they pass that time limit, but they've left the other children with us.
But there was no imminent danger, correct?
There was no imminent danger, and we was already substantiated. The paper says it. You understand? And prior to that, we've had plenty of doctor's appointments. In fact, I was ready to take them to trial. The family doctor, Curry, he did say that he's willing to go because he knows the family. He's been around since my wife was a child. You understand? So he's well aware of how we do things. And these people are all mandated reporters. So you mean to tell me that if this was true, all the evidence would have come out a long time ago. I'm gonna just say that. Trust me. We've had photos. We've had family functions like we do 3 a year. We go to an uncle's house, go to mom's house, and then we come right here. So she's got photos all throughout. She's a happy child, well nourished, but she's still not in the home. They kidnapped her because they did not use a court order. Now there has been a bill passed that states that now, and this goes against your constitutional rights, people, that now they could just take your child without going to court. So we were
without a court order, you're saying?
Without a court order, yes. Without a court order.
Now, isn't that basically what what has essentially occurred in your case? Because there's DCF is claiming
that is what occurred in my case. However, the dates